All right, y'all. What up? What up? It's your girl here, back with another reading from the Great Mothers. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As I'm doing this reading right now, I want to thank you. All right. We have nurturing here, which is very interesting because I just seen this recently. This picture recently. At the bottom, we have lust. Okay. We got nurturing here and lust at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at this. This is the deck I am using right now. I'm gonna find lust first, which is the overall energy. Lust. To a moth, all lights are the moon. The luxurious bed represents lust and indulgence. The scones or the sconces, I'm sorry, I feel a little kind of slow, represent the promise of passion, and the pomegranate represents indulgence, fertility, prosperity, and ambition. Alpan was the Etruscan goddess of sexual activity and the underworld. Pomegranate, of course. It says, if you get lust in a reading, there is a danger that you are masking lustful intentions as something nobler. If you continue to fool yourself, understand that lust for its own sake can only result in pain. If what you are lusting for or lusting after can only be accomplished by potentially wreaking havoc, then consider the following: why you feel you can't be happy or complete without the attainment of this goal, and what you could do to accomplish your goal with as little as harm to yourself and others. All right. Let's look at nurturing. 131, maybe that's what we're lacking right now, is some nurturing in our lives. And we could be passing that nurturing energy that we need on as something that is lustful or lust in some form or fashion that is masking as something else. So nurturing, that which you feed will continue to sit at your table. Okay, so this is something we need to take care of right now. All right, the coining of the mouth was a ritual done by the Greeks and Romans and in Levant to ensure that the recently deceased gained safe passage to the underworld. So this is, helping people cross over. So someone on the other side could be noticing this. This might be a message for you if you have a deceased loved one on the other side. Not unlike today, the care by which a family conducted the funerary arrangements of a relative, what was said about the deceased at the service, and who was or was not in attendance, often reflected the conduct of the descendant. The butterfly represents rebirth, as the ancients believed in some form of afterlife, the pleasantries or discomforts of which were also determined by a person's conduct when they walked upon the earth. This card represents constant awareness of who and what we feed with our attention. Okay, so again, this is directing it back to, what we are doing. Okay, this card was saying about sex in the underworld. And then again, this is also talking about death as well, or rebirth, with the butterfly here that is on top of the skull's head. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a butterfly here at the top. Okay. So make sure that you are encouraging and nurturing only the qualities, circumstances, and the kinds of people you want to see perpetually appear in your life. All right. So if you're masking something as let me get some evidence. If you're masking something as innocent, but it's really not, you're only fooling yourself and you can potentially wreak havoc. So that's why the nurturing card is here, is that you need to actually nurture the part of you that where that you can see or feel and understand where the lust energy is coming from. Lust just means like a almost uncontrollable desire for something. And then that doesn't necessarily have to be a person, but it can show up as you lusting after a specific person or a feeling, like chasing a high or some sort. Okay, so let's look at Lilith. see what Mama got to say on the subject. Okay. Excuse me if you can hear me chewing my M&M. Sorry, it's just about that time where I need my chocolate. Okay. All right. Let me make sure the mic is still on. I'll be so mad when the mic goes out and I did all that recording and you can't hear anything. Focused. All right. So nurturing and lust. All right. Nurturing and lust. There are certain there's a butterfly right here too. I just noticed that. There are certain things that we may be longing after that may have to do with taking better care of ourselves, whether it be exercise, whether it be a better job, a greater income. This can also be like better friendships or networking or growing or expanding a business, starting a new business. These could be the things that we need to be nurturing, but our procrastination in getting these done or accomplished because of what it can change for us on a universal level could be creating the lust factors where we're masking all that energy to create something new or be consistent with something that we're creating and masking it as, you know, you want something or someone when really your energy needs to be going towards the things that you need to be nurturing. Okay. And what you create comes from the fifth house. So if you're creating a business, you want to look at your fifth house to see the characteristics of things when it comes to your creations, like how you can like really feed that energy the best. So we have Lilith and Capricorn here, elevated status again. I'm talking about businesses here or elevating your status. And the Capricorn with the elevated status is with the number 10 here is how you show up in the world. Okay, how are you showing up in the world? Are you nurturing that part of yourself? Are you nurturing where your Saturn is? Are you nurturing where your sun sits? Okay, speaking of the sun, you got the sun, your soul's purpose. Again, 22, breaking down to a 4. Are you building your soul's purpose right now? Is that what your energy is focused on? And if it's not, are you using the escape of lust to mask the fact that you really want to nurture your soul's purpose? All right, master manifester, 42, breaking down to a 6. Okay, this is that nurturing energy here. Exaltation. Okay, maybe you have an exaltated placement in your chart that kind of does make it hard, depending on the aspects to your sun or wherever you have Capricorn energy, to be that master manifester. And you need the discipline. You need to nurture the disciplinary actions that have to be taken in order for you to complete whatever master manifester techniques you need in order for you to elevate that status. You know, continue to build your soul's purpose. All right, and here goes Saturn right here with age, reality, and discipline. Okay, here's Saturn showing up. It's the truth. 28 breaking down to a 1, another 10. Okay, we got 2 10s. So there's definitely some completions going on here. You may be completely done lusting after someone or allowing others to lust after you because they're not giving you the proper nurturing that you need. You can also see this too as, again, just focusing back on us as an individual, that sometimes we go through processes that the divine allows us to when we're in the process of becoming whole again or coming back home to ourselves. The balance between the divine feminine, and the divine masculine. 36 breaking down to a 9. That's universe source wisdom. Universe source wisdom may be allowing us to go through these different states of pulling ourselves away from, things that we may have been lusting after, or maybe the thing or object of what we were lusting after has been taken away from us so that we can nurture elevating our status, being in our soul's purpose, so that we can become our best master manifesting self. Okay, and that does take discipline. That does take having a serious routine. Saturn right now is transiting in Pisces, where it's going to retrograde from June 29th until November. So we have a quite amount of time to, you know, utilize this nurturing energy. Pisces can be very is very well known for being an escapist. It's the energy of illusions, right? But the thing about illusions is that it's whatever you make it. It's whatever you say that it is. Okay, that's the ability to be that master manifester. All right, we have Venus with love and abundance here. Okay, so Saturn and Venus work very well together when when they're in a harmonious aspect. This means that you have the ability to manifest pretty well, but you can also again manifest the lusting of things instead of taking care of business. When they're in a harsh aspect, it can be very challenging to get into that master manifestor energy. But once you have conquered your lust, and in the Thoth tarot deck, the Leo card is lust. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Leo, you could have Leo placements, but that card represents the lust card, which says that we have to overcome, we need to elevate, okay, in order for us to overcome lust or any of the seven deadly sins, quote unquote, in order for us to get into that master manifesting energy. And we have separation, division, and integration here. 35, break it down to an 8. Okay, so Saturn and Venus may be asking us, both of these are 6, 7, 8 energies. 6786 representing the Venus energy, also Saturn energy, 7 representing this card here, the 25 also representing Saturn, which is a card about spirituality, and division, separation, being someone who studies, who does deep dives, 8, 35 here with the separation, also a number that is connected with Saturn when it comes to karma, discipline. Okay, we have to continue to separate ourselves from the things that take us away from our soul's purpose, that diminishes our ability to be master manifestor, and that could also include walking away from people, or feeling like we need to move away from certain environments and people that could be disrupting our flow. Okay, now I'm trying to think what else do I want to use here? Get into this. Okay, we're gonna check that. We're gonna do a vibe check real quick. I want to see how many decks I'm gonna use. I like when I use multiple decks though, because I like the layers of messages that I get from using multiple decks. You know what I'm saying? And it's only 13 minutes in. Okay, so let's check the vibe right now, because what I'm getting right now is that yes, we're mastering. Or I'm sorry, yeah, we are mastering. I'm sorry, no, I said that right. We are mastering how we elevate ourselves out of lust and into our soul's purpose, so that we can, fulfill that love and abundance that we need to nurture, we desire to have, we desire to experience in our life. And most of that has to come with us even acknowledging the fact that we have the ability to do such things, or we have the ability to have such things. And then that trickles into the fact that when we start making those I am statements, that I am love, I am abundance, okay, I am discipline, okay, I am a master manifester, I am my soul's purpose, okay, I am nurturing, okay, I am whole again. All right, so for this first set, let's look at elevated status, your soul's purpose, master manifester. What is the T here? Okay, we got bad choices and mixed signals. Okay, because so this could definitely do when you got burn bridges here at the bottom. All right, turn back on, lack of trust, disloyal. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone who may be giving you mixed signals, or maybe you are interpreting something as being a mixed a signal. So and you, in both of these pictures, there's matches in the lighter. So you may be ready to walk away from someone or a situation or a situationship where you feel like this person may have left you out in the cold, or maybe you're leaving this person because they're giving you mixed signals. You may thought things were going one way, And that could have been the lust here that was involved in the situation. There may have been too much lust clouding the decisions of both you and this other person. So what you may have manifested so far is like this a cat and mouse chase type of game, or maybe there's been mixed signals and you're ready to just walk away from somebody and just be done with the whole thing, and give your nurturing energy back to yourself. I feel like your ego kind of may have gotten the best of you in this situation, again, with the lust being here. And now you have no choice but to walk away from the situation and come home to yourself. What else do we need to know about this here? This elevated status, soul purpose, and master manifester. Okay. All right. Tension, stressed out. Okay. Migraines, worry. Okay. He got a headache or whatever. And mask. Again, this is the lust. Okay. Hiding, deception, concealing. Okay. So somebody is getting tired of faking their feelings or hiding their emotions. This could also be you are tired of holding back from telling someone how you feel, or just moving ahead. You may be ready to just move on without this person and just not act like they never existed, but maybe you have to. Shoot, at the bottom we have chaos, disaster, downfall. Okay, and the chaos card has a tornado in it. Okay, so you might feel like walking away or removing yourself from the situation may cause chaos between you and another person, or you or other people. But again, this nurturing card is here to help you focus on the rebirth of you. So it may be hard, or you may be stressed out about walking away from someone. This person was faking the funk anyway. They wasn't really giving you their all. They wasn't really putting 100% into the situation. So you continuing to lust after a situation instead of focusing on your bag, or focusing on your stability, or focusing on your healing, your love, your abundance, your discipline, your chosen reality, is you masking the pain of that empty space with lust. And the whole time the space is not empty, you're just not giving it your full attention. Let's look at this Saturn and Venus separation. All right, Saturn Venus separation. Okay, family came out in reverse, blood ties, inner circle. Okay, so the reason why you or this person may have separated may have to do with family. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you get her, please? I'm sorry about that. Today, good vibes now in the moment. Okay, so because this person has either separated from their family, or their family is the reason why they're choosing to separate for someone. I'm also getting to, on a benefic note, that maybe this is someone from your past. This could be someone from your past that this reading is talking about. It may have been a good choice or decision to walk away from a family member, or someone who chose to walk away from you because of their family, their inner circle is telling them to stay away from you, or telling you to separate from you. And I feel like the only reason why they're telling you to separate from this person, or rather they're telling your person to separate from you, is because you guys have good vibes. You guys are you guys go good together. You guys are going very well together. But they may be trying to manifest negativity in this connection by making it seem like one or both of you guys are hiding something from the other person, when really it's nobody else's business between y'all. They feel like because you're not telling, or both of you guys are not telling each other every single detail about what you guys both have going on or what's stressing you out, they feel like that's a bad decision to make. In that this situation again is on a lustful note, like you guys are just in it for the physicality and there's nothing else. But again, you guys could actually be like having a soulmate twin flame connection here, and you're choosing to take your time and nurture the connection by making sure you guys both stay elevated on or focus on elevating your status Focus on your soul purpose. Focus on what you're trying to manifest in your life. Be in discipline, understanding that there is also room for love and abundance as well. And you guys have those two separated, where your money and your business is not being ruined or negatively challenged by your love relationships. Okay. And this blood relative or someone from their inner circle um, may come forward and say something to you today, or that person that you've been in separation with may come forward today and, you know, send you a message or give you a call and give you an update about what's going on. Um, right now, yeah, you have time here. Delay, procrastination, too busy. Okay, they may have been too busy with family, or things went topsy turvy with their family, but right now, or whenever they're in a good mood, they're going to reach out to you. Okay, so I'm kind of getting multiple messages here. What else do we need to know about the Saturn Venus separation? Okay, chaos came out in the reverse with family, so maybe the family, whatever family chaos was going on, is now over, and now they can be in the moment. They can have good vibes with you. Yeah, puzzle is coming out in reverse. None of these cards, this whole deck is not in reverse either. Puzzle came out in reverse. Okay, confused, perplexed, conflicted. Okay, I feel like a lot of the conflict was coming from this family or inner circle. Okay, you got intimacy here in the bottom with mutual respect. Yeah, I feel like the family member or someone who they have a close relationship that's in their inner circle, they were creating confusion between you and this other person and telling them, or trying to say that you or the other person were just in a lustful situation, but really both of you are actually focused on the things you're supposed to be doing. As well as the initial message I was getting was to be sure that you personally are not using, you know, sex or, you know, that lusting energy to mask the fact that you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of things to be focused on if you want to be successful in your life, and not using lust as an escape method to, you know, mask the tension or the headaches or the pain or the worries of making bad, you know, decisions such as procrastinating. Okay. Is there anything else we need to know about this entire spread? Anything else? I'm gonna move on to the animals guide deck. Okay, we got the intimacy card again. Okay. So yeah, this person could definitely be reaching out to you. You got hopeful at the bottom, inspired, optimistic, and success. Yeah, if this is what you're trying to focus on, you know, then you do need to stay focused. But just because you're working at elevating your status and being in your soul purpose does not mean that you can't also have a loving, blossoming relationship with someone. Okay, I feel like this is more so for people who are single or dating at this time, not necessarily for couples or married individuals. I feel like for married individuals, you have to be sure that you keep on your word and not get distracted by you know, people who are flirting with you or other opportunities to take you off course. I feel like you and your partner may have made a deal or set some type of boundaries with each other, and you want to maintain them and stick to them, whether it be your vows, or maybe you guys have a financial goal that you're trying to reach right now. You may need more nurturing from your partner, or more intimacy with yourself and with your partner to keep that hopeful energy alive, so you guys can continue to come together. Conjunctions are very powerful. Okay, that way you can reach whatever goals you guys have set, stay disciplined, and you can further enjoy that love and abundance that you have and share between one another. And again, remove people from your marriage, whether friends or family, that causes upheavals and keeps both of you confused and conflicted, or you and your partner confused and conflicted. If there's some type of confusion between you and another person, and they don't have any, you know, mutual respect for your relationship and them, between, you know, you and them, then they have to go. Okay, today, no delay. Okay. All right, what do the animal spirits have for us at this time? I think this, I'm gonna call it a wrap after this. Maybe I'll get some activation cards. You have rattlesnake. Okay, this has a lot to do with the kundalini energy, awakening energy. It says the experiences that you are presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. Okay, so everything that you're going through right now, these challenges, this tension that may have been manifested for you, is all about you becoming better. Okay, check where you have Chiron, or check to see where Chiron in Aries right now is causing some conflict in your chart, whether it's a long-term transit or I think Chirons are kind of like a long-term transit. Okay, we got Spider here too. All right. Trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Okay. All right. So this is basically saying create. If you're a creator, content creator, you need to be creating right now, because all of this that's going on, this tension, you got optimism, optimistic in success here, becoming whole again. You need to be nurturing your creativity. You need to be doing something that's your feeling, fulfilling your purpose as a healer. You could be a healer yourself with the sun, your soul's purpose, and you got purpose here again. So your purpose could be to be a creator if you're a divine feminine energy, um, and you haven't been creating anything. You need to get with the program and get into your creative bag. Okay, stop using romance or romantic relationships to be a substitute for your creativity, because the only thing you want to manifest from that maybe is children that you need to nurture, but then you don't get anything else out of the deal. And situations like that can be very rough. All right, you got Cardinal. Yeah, the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance, so do whatever is necessary to bring them back to equilibrium. And this is an ancestor speaking here with this Cardinal. And we talked about ancestors with this nurturing energy. So you could have an ancestor or a loved one on the other side that's telling you, hey, you need to get it together, because your spiritual pursuits and your physical pleasures are not balancing out. Okay, root chakra healing, sacral chakra healing, solar plexus healing, those lower three maybe needing your absolute attention, and that has to do with the creativity, that has to do with grounding and being disciplined to what it is you're trying to manifest. And then platypus, stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. So you may need to be more grateful. Just because one thing has not manifested itself yet does not mean that there will be no manifestation whatsoever. You need to continue to be hopeful, inspired, and optimistic in your journey in order for you to manifest on that type of frequency. So the last thing I'm going to do here is pull out some activation cards, see what energy. Okay, so we got this one here. Very pretty, very Venusian, very Taurus-like here. And then we got this one here as well. This is very Geminian, Gemini. I'm also getting Virgo here with the crescent moon, Cancer. Okay, one more activation. Okay, we have this one here. I think this is Ocean Jasper, but this is the ocean. You see the worlds here. All right. So we got Goddess Gaia, Ocean Jasper, Goodwill. We have the Goddess Lakshmi and Dendritic Agate, Dendritic, I'm sorry, and Archangel Gabriel Turquoise. Okay, safe to be seen. This is 4 degrees Pisces. All right. So Goodwill, her golden grace, and safe to be seen. Yeah, I feel like you guys, or those of you who are single or dating, I think it's very important that you know that it's okay for you to be in a relationship at this time or develop a relationship at this time. You don't have to follow everything that the older generation deems as being, polite or the best way to go about things. You have to trust your own intuition. And I feel like that's what all of this is guiding you towards with the hot rattlesnake. You need to be grateful for the fact that you even have someone who may be on your level present with you at this time. You need to be giving, that optimistic energy towards your romantic relationships. That doesn't, being hopeful about a relationship working out does not take away from the work that you're doing on yourself or for your financial stability. It doesn't. The only issue comes in is when you make that your everything and you begin lusting after or daydreaming more about being with someone, and that taking up all of your energy, you giving all your energy to this other person, and they may not be giving that energy back to you because they're busy working and basically being patient and hoping that you're doing the same thing, and your procrastination is what causes your tension. Okay, so whenever you feel like you're in the midst of putting something off, make sure you put the energy into it, nurture yourself, and get the work done. Okay. Talk to myself as well. It says, I activate the spiritual power that benefits and protects all beings through mutual enhancement, the power of goodwill, generosity, and grace. I plug into the golden energy grids of grace that rise from the earth and provide all that's needed for every being to manifest its destiny. I put my faith in the potency of encouragement. I hold an empowered vision for myself and all beings. Enlightenment, prosperity, goodness, and grace flow through and around me. It is as though my soul dances in soft golden honey like energy, abundant with nourishment and healing properties. Leia. The goddess offers my soul an irresistible invitation to receive her blessing and emulate the beauty of the divine. There is a gentler way through which I make even greater spiritual progress. I joyfully and peacefully accept this path and allow my heart to let go. All right, last one. I trust in the divine timing and loving wisdom that guide me to shine my light for the spiritual benefit of all beings, including myself. There's that Chiron energy again. And Archangel Gabriel is the archangel or the angel on the judgment card. That's awakening everyone, okay? So the light within me is the one with the great universal source of love, light, and wisdom, is strength, protection, and truth and grace. Again, I think all three of these cards said something about grace, okay? Grace can be trusted to provide all that is needed for me to step forward and manifest my sacred purpose. I release the past and step into the higher reality now available to me. I shine my light bright and true. All right, and these are the manifestations. Okay. So, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this message. Until we meet again, peace.